Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is a video I'm going to talk to camera. It's called Nobody Deserves a Game, and something I've been thinking about lately. Delve into this topic. I do like to talk about topics and stuff that comes to my mind. So stick around because this one's about respect, effort, and why winding people up is only funny if everybody's in on the joke. Now, I plan to do some pictures of my miniatures. I've been painting Epic Battles America of Independence, but after a bit of a dry spell of painting, I spent so long painting, I've given myself a bit of tennis elbow, not quite finished as much as I'd like. But anyway, nobody deserves a game. Let's get something right straight away. In my opinion, nobody deserves a game. You earn a game. The time you spend on the tabletop with anybody is a social contract, and that means you have to do a few things to fulfill your part of the social contract. Hopefully you want to play that person again. So my ultimate advice is be the best version of the person you can. Be kind, be generous, be understanding. Beat your opponent with your strategy and tactics rather than gamesmanship. You earn a game. So show up on time, bring the right energy, put the effort in, whether you're painting, playing, learning, or just hanging out in a shared gaming environment. Wargaming, role-playing, board gaming, whatever flavour, these are shared experiences. They take time, trust and goodwill. Don't just turn up and get handed a great game. This happens when everybody at the table brings something of themselves to it. Effort matters. We all start somewhere, and I get it. Not everybody wants to be a tournament champion or paint to golden demon standards, but everybody can make an effort. Learn your rules. Bring your tools, respect people's time, understand what you're doing. You know, we don't expect beautifully fully painted armies, but make an effort to paint those models. Make an effort to make it more than just unpainted models, because ultimately unpainted models could be replaced with cardboard counters, and it kind of defeats the whole purpose of wargaming. There is a certain look and splendour to it. Like I say, it's not about perfection, it's about intention. I always make sure I compliment everybody's fully painted armies, go around and pick out stuff I like and talk about it. Many gaming clubs I've seen that allows unpainted models on the table. Somebody might have a beautifully painted centerpiece general, and that gets all the attention. Playing against an army which is fully painted, which is much more effort, that nobody gets gives the attention to, because it's not that stunning centerpiece model. Whereas I'll go and compliment the person with a fully painted army. Now, the thing about you making an effort, you buying in, you doing your best with your miniatures is, because if you don't make the effort, what you're really saying is my experience matters more than yours. And I've chosen my fun over yours. And that isn't how communities thrive. Now, being that guy, when it works and when it really doesn't. Confession time. I love wrestling. WWE, wrestling, all sorts of wrestling. I love the storytelling, the drama, the crowd work. Also do a lot of, have done a lot of live role-playing in the past. And I bring a lot of that energy to the table. So yeah, sometimes I'll play the heel, which is the bad guy in wrestling. I'll trash talk my mates. I'll go full cutting a promo mid-game, laugh like a villain, play up to the crowd if there's one nearby. If there isn't, I'm still playing up to the crowd. But there are often big flashing neon boundaries here that I never cross. When a new person joins our club, someone finding their feet, someone learning the ropes, I tone it down. And maybe have a chat with them about, actually, you'll see my very good friend over here, we'll trash talk the heck out of it. And actually in the club we go to, there's a couple of friendships where there's very good friends that do tend to trash talk each other quite a bit. But we let people know in advance. And like I say, with new people, I'll build up to it with them. Because respect comes first. I don't want their first game to feel like an audition or an ambush. Once we've got rapport, yeah, sure, the gloves might come off metaphorically, but only with consent, only with trust, and only with conversation. And even when I'm peak, I've often got my empathy chip working, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not crossing too many lines. All of this is part of a social contract. Every time we play, we're entering into an unspoken agreement. It says we're going to make something fun together. If that doesn't happen, the experience breaks down. And yeah, you know what? Some days your dice just aren't with you. You will be up against the wall. And part of that is maybe if you're experiencing bad luck, try and take it in grace. If you're huffing and puffing, that can put the other person off playing, creating a negative experience. So think about when things are up against you, facing that with joy and glee. Often when I'm starting to lose, I will adopt the facade of it. Somebody's part of a master plan coming together, push on and act with confidence that my plans aren't coming apart. But yeah, by all means, you know, celebrate a great dice roll, but don't overly get het up over really poor dice rolls. It's really off-putting for a game. Because ultimately, it's not just your game, it's our game. And if you're not respecting the people at the table, then don't be surprised when they stop showing up or won't play you. One of the things I was cringe at gaming clubs or experiences is in it like an open shop environment, for example. If there's that guy nobody plays, but a new person comes up desperate for a game and plays them, sort of cringing inside that they're going to have that experience. That's why I like clubs. Clubs self-selected membership, and if somebody is a problem, clubs having the ability to say no, you don't fit here, on you go. So here's the truth. I've talked a bit now, is you don't deserve a game. You earn it. You earn it with effort, respect, a bit of emotional intelligence. And if you love drama and banter like I do, great, bring it. But know your limits. Read the room. Make space for others to shine too. That's how you become someone people want to play with. You know what? If this hits home, give it a thumbs up, give it a share. Maybe share it with someone who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, what's your biggest pet peeve at the gaming table? I know the Action Gamer's got a Facebook thing going on at the moment about that sort of stuff. So really interested. How do you set tone in your group? How big is your group? You know, a group with 4 to 6 friends will have a completely different tone to a big gaming group with maybe 30 plus players. So anyway, I've been Uncle Cthulhu, and remember, respect is the ultimate power up for games. See you next time. Bye for now.